Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Today is Friday, August 26th? Yeah, it's the 26th. And we're nearing the end of August. Got like one more stream left in August. Dang, it's it's been a bit of a ride. So, today what I got in the books, as you can probably tell by the title of the video, this isn't a video, this is a stream. As you could tell by the title of the stream, I'm starting on a bigger project today, and I'm calling it Project Grow. I have an idea of what I want for this project in my head, and that's why I already have a name for it, instead of just calling it an unnamed project and just diving in and seeing what my brain comes up with, though that would be nice. I already have an idea of what I want. And what I want is the basic definition of a puzzle game. And I'll explain and show it to you guys in just a few minutes, but I think I've got a good couple of ideas. Nothing solid yet, and that's what I'm hoping to do here. That's what I'm hoping to make out here. Also, before we get started, I'd like to say that I would have made a, I wouldn't say announcement, like post on Twitter saying, "Oh, I'm going live," but my Twitter isn't logged in. I don't have all the stuff set up, so I need to set that off away from the stream and have that all set up and ready before I go into the next stream. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that. So yeah, that's why that's not there. Even though I said I'd do it last stream, I'm great at keeping promises. The VODs from last stream and the stream before then, which is another Friday night stream that was like the last game dev we were gonna do for the Mario clone, even though it didn't get very far. I really just wanted to do that for practice, and I feel like I got quite a bit of practice in that. And I'll be getting quite a bit more practice, hopefully, as I move into the next semester, which is starting in September. So I want to make the most of our time here, get started on a larger project, get some dedication down. So this stream, we're going to be brainstorming, a bit. I'm going to be coming up with a few ideas for mechanics and a few ideas for, how the whole thing will look. And then maybe I'll get started and make something actually in Unity. With the new 3-hour, the new 3-hour streams, I'm not gonna be spending as much time just straight up programming, and I haven't been spending as much time programming in these streams as in other streams. Typically my programming streams are roughly around, the game dev streams in general are roughly around 2 to 3 hours in length. And though I'd like to consistently hit 3 hours, 3 hours is a long time for your brain to be functioning, high functioning brain activity, while for 3 whole hours it's a lot. But being able to, but I know I'm learning my limits. I'm learning where I should stop, and when I'm running low on energy, things like that. I've been going through a whole schedule change as of recent, trying to get my body adjusted to that. The whole circadian rhythm stuff, it's great. Totally not painful. I'm not tired all the time anymore. Surely. This is sarcasm. Then I was gonna do one more thing before we get started, wasn't I? I don't know. Oh yeah, I think it was that. Well, when we head into September, the amount of streams that I'm going to be doing will definitely lessen as I start doing more things for school. Hopefully, streams won't be impacted as much, but if they are, then I'll be sure to let you guys know. That'll be happening on the Discord. You can go check that out. And I want to get more stuff out on YouTube. I've got a couple projects planned. Oh yeah, the other thing. Okay. This isn't a project that I'm going to be doing just on stream. There's not going to be the progress made just on stream is going to make for a small portion of the project of the progress made. I want to do this off stream as well. You know, keep consistently working on this multiple times during the week, rather than just once during the week. So these beginning segments, I'll explain to you guys what exactly has changed, what exactly is different, what did I fix, what's broken, what needs to be worked on, things like that. I'm hoping to head into this with a better mental state than the last small project. But hey, you know, things are getting good, things are getting alright. So let's go ahead and just skip on over. Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, we're in Photoshop. Didn't see you there. We're gonna be starting our brainstorming off here. The way I've got my mic set up is that I can, I've got my hand right underneath the cord. I have to have it set up strangely so that I can have the cord not on the Wacom tablet itself, but, you know, it's great. Anyways, we're going to be starting on the Grow project. Now, the Grow project, I want it to be, first let's, sorry for my terrible handwriting, I'm just trying to be quick here. For the genre, I want it to be a puzzle game. Like similar to Snake, but it's like Snake combined with, there was like another game that I was thinking. It's like Snake. Come on, I can draw an S. Like Snake plus maybe Cut the Rope. I can't remember exactly what the game was. Probably Cut the Rope. If you don't know what Cut the Rope is, it was like a mobile game back when mobile games were actually pretty good. The whole goal was to get a piece of candy to a little alien monster guy by cutting ropes, things like that. Basically, what I'm thinking is that we have a grid, like the grid like in Snake, and you have like one of these tiles get a pot, and from that pot a plant grows, hence the name. And the goal, let me draw this on a bigger scale, hold on. So, the idea is that we have a grid, and in like one corner or something we have a pot. Imagine that as a pot. And in another, like on a wall, we have, that's a bit thick for a window. We got a window. Ah, shit. Size of my brush too big. We got a window, and that's got light coming out like this. And our goal is to get a plant from the pot to the window so that it can bloom. Like that. Excuse my terribly quick drawing skills. However, there's probably going to be a lot of obstacles in the way. Like imagine there's like a wall here made of bricks.
No fucking way.
So you have this like brick wall here. You're supposed to be able to go around it so the flower can bloom. And of course there would be like different mechanics and whatnot to accommodate that, and that's what we're brainstorming today. So imagine things like you can grow the plant in like one of three directions, Let's make like a new mechanic. That E does not look like an E. There we go. Mechanics. Under the mechanics, we have things like you can use. I think like the main mechanic would be. Oh no, I remember what it was. I remember what it was instead of cut the rope. It's Helltaker. That's what it was. Though cut the rope is still pretty valid on there. You have a limited amount of moves. And these would come in various forms, such as like water the plant. You could maybe shear it. Fertilize it. Things like that. And those are all considered moves. And the other mechanic would be when the flower, like you gotta get the flower to the window for it to bloom. We'll just call it the plant for now. That's like the win condition. Come on, Photoshop, work with me. Alright. So yeah, essentially I imagine, the way I imagine this game working is that the limited amount of moves you have is dependent on the difficulty of the level. Like, let's say there's like a hard difficulty, and medium difficulty, and easy difficulty. And the harder the difficulties, the less moves you have. And the less moves you've got, the more optimized you have to be with the way you work. The way you basically move the plant around. Imagine that water. Well, actually, let's go with the dynamic section first. The dynamic section. Before we dive into the specifics of how the mechanics will work, let's fully flesh out how this game's gonna work out for the dynamics and whatnot and the aesthetic. Let me write that down actually. I think I wrote that down correctly. I don't know if that's spelled right. Alright, for the dynamics, there will be like blocks, well, let's just say obstacles. There'll be obstacles in the way, such as bricks, and other things. Like, that's really the only thing I can think of now. No, the other mechanic I've thought of, because it's Snake. If you run into something, something, you die. Yeah, if you run into something, just die. Simple as that. You get a bit more like Snake. As for other dynamics, I'm thinking I don't know. I'll come up with more later. As for the aesthetics, I want it to be a very simple style. Lots of like simple shapes. I don't know whether I want it to be like a pixel style. Pixel art style. Or a just vector art. That's what it is. Not sure at the moment. Pixel art would be a bit easier to implement. I already know how to implement pixel art into Unity. But vector art would look a lot nicer in my opinion for this game. And that's the basics. It's not everything, but that's the basics. Let me take a sip of my water real quick. Okay. I'm gonna make a new layer. That is not what I wanted to do. Make a new layer. Get rid of that one. Now on this layer, let's work out how the mechanics work, you know. Alright, so first starting off with, I want to separate the mechanics into a couple different, like, types of mechanics. I don't know. I'm thinking that, well, let's start off by first saying water. Allows you to grow the plant. Well, not allows it. It grows the plant by, like, one tile. By one tile. Whilst fertilizer, on the other hand, grows the plant by 3 tiles in one direction. Man, my handwriting is like degrading. My god. There. Fertilizer grows the plant by 3 tiles in one direction. That's probably barely legible. And the last one that I thought of was shears. Allows you to trim the plant. Basically constrain the direction it grows. You call it changing the direction it grows in. The plant grows. That looks like a V. And the way I imagine it working is that basically you've got this plant, right? And it's growing along the grid. And whenever it reaches a tile, it's got like 3 buds. And then 1 in the center. When you water it, this plus water, and that looks like a normal T instead of a plus. It just grows in this direction. If, on the other hand, no, we need lasso select. If, on the other hand, perchance, where is it? Yeah, merge down. You add fertilizer. It grows a lot in that direction, in that one direction. On the other hand, if you use shears, you can choose to snip off like you can choose to snip off like this bit here and choose to go in either one of these two directions. It doesn't grow the plant, it just chooses which direction you're going to turn in. That's allowing you to go like this or something with the plant. And that's basically the bare bones idea. Of course, the limited amount of I'm sorry, pardon me. The limited, like limited resources would be like, let's say we have like a little icon for shears or something. I'm just gonna go like no. Nope. No, I'm just gonna say I can draw, I swear. And do like shears, you do yeah, water times like water, and you get like 10 of them. And fertilizer, you get like, I don't know, 3 of them. And for shears, you get like 5 of them. I'm sure there'll be more different types of mechanics and different types of resources that you can come up with or something. But this is what I've got for now. And essentially, like, this would be just the bare bones, and this is really what I'm going for the project to begin with. Now, I imagine that being able to, grow the plant in a certain direction. I imagine like it starts growing in a certain direction, and whatnot. And then you could just grow it from there. Let's include this other thing in the mechanics. The blocks, or rather, obstacles. For the obstacles, there'd be like brick. That is not okay. Where plant can't go through that. The plant can't go through that at all. Well, if you run into the bricks, you die essentially, because it's a solid block. And then I'm thinking something like dirt, which essentially grows the plant through it. The plant grows directly through it, and doesn't cost use of any water or fertilizer or anything like that. Just grows straight through it, and it it counts, even though it counts as a block. It's you can grow through it, but only once. And then there's like rooted dirt. Or compact dirt or something. I'll call it compact dirt. And for that one, you can only grow through it in one direction. One or two directions. There's like a little, I'd imagine if we had little icons for them. Right here. We have the bricks. Can't grow through that. Get the dirt. You can grow through that. And you got rooted dirt. Or compact dirt. You can only grow through it like, in that direction, whereas in dirt you can go through it in any one of the 4 directions. Like that. You can just grow through it. And essentially it would like constrain the player's movement. Force them to move around things. And of course, run into something or yourself, you die. Okay, well, let's just make this like the die condition, like the lose condition. Lose condition. If you die by running into something. Or if you run out of moves. Come on, Photoshop. I keep pressing like Control Z, but it's not working sometimes. Yeah, resources. I think I spelled that right. Let's get the victory condition in here. For the victory condition, it's reach the window. With just these base mechanics already, I feel like there's a couple different things we can do with them. Earlier today, I was messing around in Unity, and found a couple tutorials. Well, not a couple, I found a tutorial. What the heck? I found a bit of plastic stuck to my chest. Weird. Don't know where that came from. Anyways. I was messing around in Unity earlier and I found a tutorial on how to make a grid. And I went back through and I tried to dissect the code and try to really understand it. I'm not all the best at coding. From the previous 3 streams of me being incompetent at coding while trying to make a Mario clone, whereas you know, someone else would probably be able to do it in one day. I did it in 3. It was the span of 3 weeks. It's just great, isn't it? So today, I'm hoping to get somewhat decently far. I'm gonna make a grid, and we're gonna see what we can do from there. Yeah. We'll come back to this brainstorming stuff sooner or later. For now, we've got to go to this new project. Now that we're here, we need to start off by organizing things. Well, first let's make a new scene, because the sample scene, don't want to use that right now. Well, we could use the sample scene for like testing and stuff. Yeah, I'll use that for testing first. So first we're gonna make 2D object, square, we're gonna make a tile. And then we're gonna make a empty object. Gonna name this grid manager. Now we're gonna make, under the assets folder, we're gonna make a couple new folders. First of all, we're gonna need the scripts folder. And then a prefabs folder. Under scripts, we're gonna make 2 scripts. This will be the grid manager script. And then we shall make a tile. On the tile, we're gonna put this tile script and turn it into a prefab. Put it on there. Then this gets put in the prefabs folder. And then we can delete it. As for the grid manager, we're gonna put the grid manager script onto it. Alright. Now we can actually open up a script now that everything's all set up. Now just give me a second here. Wait. Oh shoot, I'm opening up all sorts of things. Hold on, give me a second. This goes over here. Okay. I was messing around with it earlier. That's why I have it pulled up as a reference so I can get through this quickly. Because I'm not the best at programming. Pardon me. We're gonna get rid of this. Oh, that's way too much. Grid manager script. That's not script. That's not script either. By me. The tutorial I found was by Gamedev on YouTube. I'm not gonna take other people's works and not accredit them. But seeing as I am making the script from scratch, I don't have to include their name technically in it. Because I'm adding my own different flares and whatnot. We're gonna add to it. Starting off, we're gonna add our resources. Serialize field private. We need integer. We need integers of width. No, I didn't know you could do this before I watched the tutorial, which you can just do this instead of making a new line for every single one. Which is pretty useful. Since we already made the tile prefab, we can just go ahead and add that. We'll be able to add that in the editor later. Reference that in the editor later, you know. And then we do another. And this helps with the camera. Transform, yes. Right now, we need to start by calling in. We need to make a generator, generate grid. Basically, we need to make a grid generator. Start by calling the. Yeah. Well, no, let's say this. So you generate the grid. at the start of the game. So we do private void start. Then we do like a generate grid. Now that may be an error now until we go void generate grid like that. Generate the grid when called. Now we get into more of the more interesting code start stuff. So we're gonna have a for function, integer x equals 0. That is not 0. And then x is greater than width. X plus plus then we just basically copy this line of code and just do it for y. And height, of course. And then in here, we're going to instantiate tile prefab, and of course give it a name. We're just gonna essentially we're detecting oh no, I'm writing the wrong line of code. I am writing the wrong line of code. Spawned tile. I'm gonna instantiate tile prefab new vector 3 x and y. Then we have the quaternion.identity. Am I saying this right? I think I am. Let me do that. Why doesn't it like the quaternion? What's going on with quaternion? Oh, I forgot a comma. That's why it doesn't like the quaternion. Okay. Now we gotta give it a name. Spawn tile dot name, and this will help us determine where it is in terms of a location. Tile X and nope, wrong one. Y. From there, we then determine the color of the tile based on its location. Oh, based on its position, really, not just its location. And do a variable is offset basically the code that I was writing earlier. And y 2 is not 0. Or basically the exact same thing. No, not basically, just straight up the exact same thing here. I forgot the x. But instead we're just gonna reverse it like that. And then spawned tile dot init, which will come in later, is offset. Alright, now we just gotta write 1 or 2 more lines of code. Right here. Adjust the location of the camera. This is where that camera variable we made comes into play, so we can keep the camera focused on the center of the grid. Camera.transform .position equals new vector 3 float. Well, first we need that there, and then we do float. That's not float. Width divided by 2 minus 0.5f, comma. Then we can just copy this, paste it for the height, and then for the z, minus 10, so that it gets out of the way. It's not overcrowding anything or obstructing anything that we would need to see. We're not done yet. This is just to generate grid function. Now we need to go into hold on. Now we need to go into the tile function. As you see, we got an error there, but that's fine. And under this one, we do a little bit of code as well. After I finish this code, I am unguided. I will not have any references at all once I finish this, and it'll be up to us to figure out how to make this work. Tile script. I've already made my own different modifications to this script specifically. They make it a little bit more interactive in my opinion. Now, we get our references. Serialized field, private. Get our colors. And then offset color. If I can type, I swear. And then we do it again, but this time with to get the sprite render. I'm just gonna call it SP. And then we're gonna need to get a highlight, but I can do that in a bit. I can do that later. called when. Well, no, start when. Let's do start when. Start when the prefab is instantiated. I don't know how to spell, I don't think. Alright, maybe I do, maybe I do. Private. No, not private, public. This needs to be public. Void init. No, no. Init. Bool is offset. Alright, seeing as we have this little bit of line here, that's detecting when this whole function is called into play. Basically, when this thing is instantiated, which will be at the beginning of gameplay, this little bit of code here runs. And we need to, in this code, determine whether the tile is... No. Change the color of the tile if it is offset. We do sp.color equals is offset question mark offset color and base color. That's all we need there. We're not done yet. Now we need to make it a bit more well, we can technically run with this and have a grid, but I want to make it a bit more interactive, and I've already got that written down over here. So we're just gonna write it down as well. When hovering over a tile, the tile is highlighted. Void, well, actually, before we do this, real quick. Let me finish writing this real quick. There's something we have to do. There's something that we have to do. Okay. We need to go to the tile prefab. We need to change some things. We need to add some things. We need to do some things. Sprites, square. This will be our highlight. Turn it off, and then its color will be pretty much just white, but it will be transparent or translucent, to be specific. And we can add our colors. I'm gonna say I want some nice contrasting colors. I'm gonna do blue and orange. Nice, this blue here. And nice, this orange, I think. A bit of this and that. And then we get the sprite renderer and put it in there. And then I gotta go back to this scene because I forgot to get the prefab and the camera. Now technically, if I press this button, it should work. It does not work. My question is why? Why don't it work? Okay, maybe I need to just finish up the code and then we'll see if it works or not. We'll see if it works. I'm really hoping that this works, because if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna look like a fool. So we need to add serialized field, private game object, highlight. Now for this, set active, and this is true because you're when you enter it, the highlight gets turned on. And then on mouse exit. Pretty much the exact same thing. False. And then, and these are some of my own little additions. On mouse down, we set that we basically have this line of code here. And then no, on animator AK. Mouse up. We have this one right here. Now let me just recheck everything, ensure everything's in the right place. It's offset color. Okay. Resources. Huh. Strange. I don't know if it's weird. The fours. Spawn tile instantiate. Tile prefab. New vector 3. XY. Quaternion dot identity. It seems good to me. Let's see how Unity handles it. It won't work, not because I doubt you, but because of the loss of coding. I'm guessing you're saying lack of coding. I mean, this was working earlier. So I'm hoping it's not working. Okay. Oh, I forgot to set the width and height. That's what it was. I'm just dumb. Okay. Okay. We're good. I'm just kind of an idiot. There we go. And that looks atrocious. My color choice is not good. And the highlight doesn't seem to be working. Because I forgot to set it in the prefab. Yep, forgot to set the highlight in the prefab. Bam! Let me change the colors real quick. We're gonna go with like a nice blue color scheme, I think. Maybe with a lighter blue for you. Maybe a little bit more saturated. C, and then go over here. Get rid of the orange. Just make it a darker blue. I was about to say now it won't work. Then some notes. Notes some simple that you forgot to fix because of the loss of code. I believe so. Save it real quick. No, hopefully it should look nice. That looks pretty good. The highlight still isn't working. I don't know why. Why highlight no work? Me stroke have. Yeah, you need me to, like, call you an ambulance or something, buddy? You good? You gonna be alright there? I don't know why the, on mouse stuff isn't working. It was functioning earlier. Me ambulance, no meet me. Ambulant B. I'm guessing that translates to I am the ambulance. But then again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yes. Alright. I was right. Yippee. Okay, so we have a grid. There are parts of it that aren't really working. I don't know why. Let me check the code again. Highlight that set active. You guys can't see the code because of the chat box. Hold on, let me move the chat box. Here we go. Okay, so did this not get saved? I don't know. I think I've got everything the right way around. There might be just one little bit that's missing that's not detecting or something. On mouse enter, so active equals true, okay. On exit, false, okay. On down, false. On up, true. Let me flash out my own code. Let's give this a whole bunch of problems while I work through this. And see if that works. It does not. What? What? The highlight is never invoked at any point. It never turns on. Okay, okay. It's not a problem with my code then, maybe. Hopefully. It does. We do have a thing here. Camera hides inherited memory component.camera. Use a new keyword if hiding was intended. I do not want hiding to be intended. The camera seems to be working fine, so I don't know. Oh. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, give me a second. I need to get a hard drive or something because I just lost a whole bunch of footage. Hopefully I'll be able to recover that. I have a YouTube with all those on it for a reason. Should be fine. Hopefully. I will have lost a little bit of footage there. But hopefully Twitch will have got my back with me. Storage problems. Yay. Need to get a hard drive so that I can put all the longer VODs on it. Okay. Why you no work? Hold on, let me check something real quick. Maybe I've got it all wrong. Oh, I remember why. I forgot the box collider. I forgot to add a box collider for on those on-mouse collision stuff to work. Alright. Should work now. Yes. Yes, look at that. Yes. Alright. Now, the main problem with this that I found is that if I click and drag, the highlight stays. Of course, it disappears when I hover over it again. But that's a problem I can fix later. We have a grid! Finally. Now, I want to be able to, well, place something at different points in the grid. And I want this grid to be constrained to like a specific space. Instead of just taking up the entire screen. But I suppose we can have it take up the entire screen. We have a bunch of space here on the sides that we can use. For UI and whatnot. Now the next step, I think, would be to actually get to like placing things. For now, I'll probably just place the potted plant here in the window, like here or something. And then we can save a bunch of scenes where each one's like a different level. For now, this is pretty good. I think a 10 by 10 works for our purposes. We have a grid. Give me a second here, I'm drinking some water. This is about where I'm gonna start like stagnating when it comes to ideas, because I'm like, when it comes to coding at least, because I'm not the most experienced in it, and most of that was practiced. Had a little test scene up where I had all the code in it and whatnot, where I was testing around and messing around with it. Now, for the placement thing to work, we need to get the location of a specific tile, so that we can center the placement of an object on that. But first, we need another prefab. 2D object. We shall do a sprite. Circle. Now this will be our pot. Now of course I'm going to make some C# script. Be our pot script. Don't open that yet. Pop that on there. And then we can turn this into a prefab. by putting this in here. And we want it to be a set color, so we're gonna do this. Make it a nice terracotta brown. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's our pot. Well, we can add a little bit more style than that. We can make it a little bit more stylistic. Another circle. We cut the size in half. Well, maybe not half, but like 0.9? No. 0.8. 0.8. 0.85. No? There we go. And this one will be a slightly darker brown to imitate dirt. Yeah, like that. There. We got a circle with another circle inside. Now, we need to figure out how to detect where the upper right tile is. So hold on. I think I have an idea of how I want to do it. Save. Just need to figure out which tile is this one. Because this is the X and this is the Y, it should be 0, 10 or 0, 9, I think. 9, 9, I want 0, 9. Uh, 0, 9. If I hover over it, yeah, there it is, 0, 9. Or rather, I believe if we do it right, we can just use any tile. But I want to be able to do it without player input. Okay, how am I supposed to go about this? If those are the X and Y coordinates, we can just plug them in, right? I think so. I hope so. I forgot to pull up the. What happened to the circle? Why is it behind it now? I think we can do like a 0.01. Negative. Yep, there it is, and that'll guarantee that it's always in front of it. Okay. You go into the scripts, hot script. Now from here on, I'm running blind. So let's hope my memory holds up. Okay, so first of all, I want to be able to determine its spawning location. Thinking serialized field. It was like an int, yeah, integer. X position, Y position. Now we can determine the X and Y position by plugging them into the. We can plug them into the inspector and change the location of it. And we could add a Z position to ensure that it always stays above the well, no. That might not be necessary. Now we need. For now, I think that's good. We can do a. Okay, what do I want it to do? Once it's got those positions. We could probably just do this, like void well, private void. I can type start. Let's add a little note here. Just say this is what I'm doing instead of just going in blind. Well, I am technically going in blind, but this is what I'm doing. Place the pot at the determined location when the game starts. For now, we'll just call it that. So for that, we need well, can we just do transform? No. Maybe? And scale of an object. Does it count for the this object that it's on? Can we do like this? I think that's the thing we can do. This dot transform dot position. Is it an equals? Vector 3. Well, new vector 3. New vector 3. Float. Well, no, not float. We do X position, Y position. That's T. Then -1. It's super simple. I doubt it'll work. But I'm hoping that it does. Alright. Please note. That's just the same problem that we've been having this whole time. Okay. Please work. Well, first we have to set the X position and Y position. Well, at 0, 0, it'll spawn where the first tile is, right? So if I go into scenes, do this. It does not spawn. It does not spawn at all. Okay. Maybe we could tag this bit of code on with the grid manager instead of having it be its own separate thing. Let's try that real quick. Basically, I'm gonna take all of this and move it over to here. So first we start with this. Put it over here. Instead of calling it X position and Y position, we can call it pot X position. And pot Y position. Then in the void start thing, just take this, put it in there. And of course, change these. And instead of this, oh yeah, we need to get the prefab for it. Visualize field, private, pot, not pot script, pot prefab. Does not seem to like that. Could not be found. Okay, pot script it is. Instead of that, we do pot prefab. Let's hope that this works, I suppose. Please work. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do I need to instantiate? I think I do. I think I forgot to instantiate the pot. Oh, we already have a... Oh, no. Oh, wait, I forgot to... That explains a lot. Yeah, that explains a lot. Nothing. Still not showing up. Okay. It's not showing up in here either. Maybe I do need to instantiate, and I'm just dumb. Or it's not showing up because it's not on the thing. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, it's just not showing up. Okay. Okay, perhaps we need to instantiate it up here, so like... We need to change this up. So, based off of this, based off of this bit of code here, we can go like... That's not a note. That's not a note either. Instantiate the pot prefab in the right location. Do a variable pot equals instantiate pot prefab new vector 3 Hot X position, hot Y position, -1. Well, do I need to use a quaternion dot identity for this? I think I do. Quaternion dot identity, and then we give it a name. Dot name equals, we'll just call it pot. Well, let's see if we can get the location. Oh. We wouldn't need to, would we? I don't think we would need to. Yeah, I don't think we need to. Pot. No, that's just based off of this. I don't know if that'll work or not. Oh my god, it worked! Oh my god, holy, oh. Okay, it worked. It worked. Yes! Now I should be able to change the position to 9, well, 0, 9. Okay, that didn't seem to work at all. The pot has not changed its position at all. Yeah, its position is not changing. But it's there, at least. It's there, okay. It is there. Oh. Maybe 99 doesn't exist? No, 99 does exist. Why isn't it moving? Yeah, this just not moving. Alright. Don't know why. That'll be something I'll have to look into later, probably. But it's there. It's there at least. How long did that take us to make? That took 30 minutes. Let me edit the pot prefab so that it's a little bit less intrusive. Where? Okay, there it is. There it is. Alright. We need to make it look a little bit smaller. So, 0.7 by 0.7. We go back into the scenes, save. That's a bit too small. Okay. Okay. 0.8. That's a bit better. But now that we have it existing, we should probably start working on getting the plant to like appear, like getting a plant in the game. And that's going to be the hard part. Which means we need to choose a direction. We need to find the pot. Or we could just use, maybe we don't need to find it. We can just use a different script entirely. And just put the pot in there? No. It needs to find it because it's a prefab. Yeah, you can't just place it in. Which means we need to use GameObject.find, and that's not the most optimized bit of code. But it might be necessary, seeing as we're only using it once per scene. You just gotta be sure to use it sparingly. So, let me drink a little bit of water here. game object.find. We need to use that to find the pot, and then we can create a prefab of the plant. So on start, the plant will appear in the pot. I'm hoping. Right now, it'll probably just be a chain of different, like, you know, green squares. Probably be a chain of green squares, yeah. But at least it's freaking working. Alright, to get started on that, we need to make a plant prefab. We need to make a prefab of a plant. 2D object, sprites will go with a circle. This will be our plant. Oh, plant base. Go into here. We're gonna make a script. Create a new C# script. This will be our plant. Can't tell if I'm spelling it right. There we go. Don't open this yet. So here, we put the script on it. Huh, pardon me. I'm just getting a bit tired, that's all. Okay. Now that we have the plant base, we put it in here. Prefabs. It's a prefab now. And get out of here, you. Now this will have to be way smaller, so I'm gonna do 0. Maybe 6. Yeah, I'm thinking 0.6. Change the color. Make it a nice green. I think that'll work. All right. I feel like I've made more progress in the past hour than I have made in that Mario clone in 3 days. Damn. Anyways, now that we have this plant base, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna open up the code. Well, I actually need to go into scripts and open the plant code up. Alright. That script. We start off with a start function. Let me start with void start. In here, we need to do game object dot find find game object. It's like a find name. It's with tag. Well, we could make a tag for it, like a pot tag. Let me do that real quick. You. Add tag. Tag. Hot. Your tag is now pot. Let me look up how to use this one real quick. I can't spell. Find game objects with tag and then it's parentheses. Pot. All right. Now that we found the pot, well, first we need to let me write down what I'm thinking here. Find the pot at the pardon me. When the level starts. Okay. And then we found the pot when the level starts. We need to get its position. We need to make a variable for it. That's what we need to do. Do a game object pot. When pot is found, first we need to do pot equals game object defined game object with tag pot. Then we need to I'm not the best at this, as you can tell. Oh boy. So we found the pot when the level starts, then we need to get our get its location so that we can put the plant there. Right? That's what I'm thinking. So like how would I go about doing that? It's only 9:34. I thought it was way later. I might end up cutting the stream off earlier than normal because I am running out of like energy real quick. I'm getting tired real fast. So in order to find the location, we do pot dot transform. That's tag. Dot position. We can do this. We do this dot transform dot position equals pot dot transform dot position. I'm hoping that this works. If this doesn't work, then I'll have to put it on the grid manager script because that's what we had to do for the pot. Well, you know, we might actually just straight up might have to do this, but do the same thing we're doing here for the. Oh, okay. I just realized what I did. Okay. Let's get another prefab in here because I'm dumb. Okay. Realize field, private. We do plant. Plant. Prefab. Should be able to put it into start, right? So eat the plant prefab into onto the pot. We can just use the pot X and pot Y position to increase the Z. I'm hoping that'll work. Where plant equals instantiate plant prefab new vector 3 pot position, pot X position. I could just copy this. Instead of -1, make it -2. Then plant dot name equals stem. Probably go a bit more elaborate. Like, well, we could tag on the growth script to like the plant itself. Hopefully, I don't have to do that today. It's already a lot as it is. We're only about almost 2. We've only been live for almost 2 hours. I think I might actually cut it there. 2 hours. That's a good amount of time. Even though I'm aiming for 3, yeah. Still trying my best. I'm still trying my best out here. Okay. Now that we have that going there, it should just show up in the same location. I'm hoping. Save. Where's the... Okay, no, I was zoomed in quite a bit. Okay. Oh! What? The plant's not here. But the pot is. What the heck? Did I miraculously manage to get it to work? What? I changed nothing. What the heck? The object you want to instantiate is null. Okay, that makes sense actually. I forgot to put the plant prefab in there. All right. Now this should just work, right? Where is the plant at? Its z is still -1. Okay. If we change its z to -5, it does show up. Okay, it's just not in the right location. We can change that. Coding. Yeah, it's exhausting. Probably because I have it the same way here. Yeah. Because I'm starting it, it's just getting the same transformed up position. Get rid of that. I found a better way. Alright, yeah, now it works. We got a plant in there. I'm gonna have to change the size of that because it doesn't look like it looks a bit too big for a plant base, in my opinion. Get a plant base. Your size must be cold. Save. I'm just glad it's working. This wasn't working, well, it's not that this wasn't working. This is just working better than the Mario thing that we did. So, I'm excited. Like, yes! Yes, it's working! It's working! The next step is to find a place to put the window, and that's our win condition. And then after that we can get the growth script going, hopefully. For now, I'm just gonna put the window as, like... Well, we can... I think I can work around with it. And the window can take up an entire square. So, for that to work, we go here... Create a 2D object, sprite, square. I'm gonna go to scripts. Create a C# script. This will be our window script. We'll just call it window. Rename you to window. Give you the code and turn you into a prefab. Where did it go? Oh, I guess I to the wrong folders. Okay. There we go. Now, this base thing here. Well, actually, I probably should have done this better. Hold on. Delete that. Let's try this again. We create an empty this time, and this empty object will be our window. We then go to scripts, add the window script to it. Then drag this on down to the prefabs. And delete. Now, we have an empty prefab. But it won't be empty for long. I'm just going to use this square as a placeholder for now. Make another square. The square will be the actual window. Let me turn the opacity down on this one. It's about there, yeah. Now this one will, right now, for the sake of brevity, I'm gonna put this on like the right hand side. So we're gonna go like the scale for the x will be like 0.1. As for its location, zero it out. And just zero this out too. As for its position, like 0.2, 0.4, 45. Yeah, that works. You can make it a bit bigger. Now that'll be a bit more visible. As for this square, we can do no. I would like to scale it, or rather change its shape. Can I do that? Or do I need to do some funky stuff with that? Maybe, hold on, if I delete this. Create just a different shape entirely. None of these are what I'm looking for. Okay. Squared is... Come on. Here we go. I'm gonna change your color to like a yellow. Real bright yellow, and your opacity the way down. To imitate sunlight. You shall be slightly blue. As a window. And you can like move forward a bit, so like a -1. So now it looks like that's emitting light. I'd like to flare out these sides a bit. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure to work on this more. But I think I'm coming to an end here, coming down. It is almost, well, I think I have like 10 more minutes. Yeah, I can do it in 10 minutes. Unless I can't, which then I'm dumb. But this is very much placeholder artwork. Look at this. Look at that. It's placeholder. This isn't any different. So we have the window. The other thing we need for the window is a box collider. So add a component. Box collider G. Yep. What happens if I zero this out? Oh, it was the window itself that wasn't zeroed out. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Now that we have this, we got a box collider. And that's all prepped up for later. We can then proceed to generate it anywhere we want on the grid using the same code that we've been using to generate the plant and the pot. And to do that, first I gotta go here, save. Gonna go back into this grid manager. Make another prefab. Serialized field, private, window, and then we have window prefab. And here we're gonna do instantiate the window somewhere else in the grid. Variable window equals instantiate window prefab. New 53. We need to get some new position stuff here, so that's a 9. Serialized field. Int, no. Int. I'll call it wind X position and wind Y position. Windy. Wind X position. Wind Y position. This is not spelled properly. Unless I spelled it improperly there. There we go. And then we do -1. Quaternion dot identity and then window dot name, we will call it goal. And that should be all we need for that to move it to the right place. We just need to put in the X and Y position. It should look pretty good so long as it's on the right hand side. So for that I'm gonna go for X shall be 9, Y shall be 5. I forgot to get the right prefab. Here it is. Got a window. The transparency makes it look a little bit like we've got it selected. So I can turn the transparency. Need to turn transparency down quite a bit. You go down from 69, nice, to 20. Now we should be able to detect when we can see. We should be able to see this thing pretty well. Also gonna move this around. That's 0.5. No, maybe 5. No, do 4.45, like 0.45. Save. Go here. Now we can see like it's bordering that a bit. And then I'd be able to make the script to grow towards it. We could probably work on one more prefab in this session, and that would be like the bricks. It'll be like the most complicated thing I can work on real quick. It won't take too long, I'm sure. And then I'll be able to just place those bricks anywhere I want around the scene before the scene starts, because they won't have too much of a script. Of course, I need to add a script on them to make it a prefab. And we could probably do something with that script later. Brick. Actually, do we need that in order to make it a prefab? No, we only need the script in order to call it in the grid thing. So if I delete that, and if I just 2D object sprite square, just call it brick, and put it in the prefabs. Oh, okay, it works. Now with this brick, I'm going to make some more sprites on it, like more squares. The squares will be individual bricks. You will be renamed brick block. Can I rename you? Yeah, rename. Okay, brick block. Rename file. Okay. And with this individual brick, you shall be colored a nice orange red. And you shall be small. First, I need to change you, zero you out. Though zeroing you out is probably not all that helpful. It just helps me, I guess. Zero point 1, no, 0.5 and 0.3. No, too small. Alright, not too small, too big. 0.2 and 0.4. It's relatively brick-y. Move you in the right location. We could probably fix that up. Maybe it's 4. Yeah, that makes it flush. And then 3. Okay. Let me just duplicate. A margin of, I'm thinking, you need 1.2? 0.12? Maybe. It's probably fine. You can cut things off at the right place and whatnot. Then Control D to duplicate it. Basically just this. And this shares the X from this. Hold on. Need to do a little bit of math in order to ensure that this is the right place. 4 minus 1.8. 2.2. So then 1.8 minus 2.2. Negative 0.4. That was about in the right location that I was going. That was about in the right location. Yeah. Man, my eyes are good. Nope. Do this. It has the same X position as this. We subtract 2.2 from that again. We get 0.26. Negative 0.26. Zero 0.3. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it works. Those are bricks, I think. Yeah, that counts as bricks. It's a bit of a, you know, it's not quite a bricky block, but it's bricks. Alright, let me put some of these in, and then I'll end off the stream. And I can save it like this. Yeah, save. Okay. I should be able to put the brick block down. Why? What? Did all my hard work? It was all. Oh no, I know why. The Z was not, you know, set up properly. Okay. Save. Now my brick. And you shall go. I shall say 5, 1. I don't know how that's gonna look. It's probably gonna show up somewhere in the middle of all that. Aww. It showed up in the right place. But the white isn't showing. Yeah, the white's just not showing. Okay. Let me fix that little problem real quick. I think I know why. Be a -1. Alright. I put you there, and you shall now be 5, 5. Yeah, bricks. There they are. So yeah, got started on this today. Got it basically to. We're getting a prototype started. This is all just a prototype. Once we start actually getting some gameplay down, I think that's gonna start looking pretty interesting. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. There's a freaking fly messing with me right now. So sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. VODs will be uploaded soon enough. The VOD of this will be uploaded soon enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. See you guys in the next stream. That's gonna be a Monday. We're gonna be doing a roguelike stream. I'm probably not gonna do more Cult of the Lamb. I kind of fell out of it, even though I really liked it. It was a really good game. That's not the reason why I fell out of it though. It's not that I didn't like it. It's more like I just kind of forgot about it. It's a good game. You should play it, but I didn't like. I don't know. I forget about things and then don't come back to them, and now I'm like, eh. Kind of want to play a different roguelike. Kind of want to do a little bit of Across the Obelisk. Maybe I'll get a bit better at it, and then we can stream some. Don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. For now, see you guys later. Have an amazing rest of your night, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye.